What's up, guys? Megazord here. I had a full half-hour live with Dundies, and he's gonna be mighty pissed because it's 8 o'clock on Monday, and it just won't. Something happened to the video. It's just like dead, and I can't even explain. So this is the part where me with a sore throat. I'm exhausted, but I'm gonna make up some content. I really want to get another set of shitty games, so I thought I might just build a team. Get like a game with it, something similar to this. So I've set some stuff up. The mon I was thinking of building around was Simi-Sage. Simi-Sage is just a mon that, like, if it's not Scarf, I haven't been slapping it on recently because I find Leafeon it's just such a good breaker right now. But I thought I would go back to like the old set, the Sub-Salic Overgrow set. With like fucking Energy Ball, Substitute, Nasty Plot. Last slot, it kind of changes. Focus Blast, Hidden Power Fighting, Hidden Power Rock, Hidden Power Ice. The thing is, you want to hit Poniard. I think I'm going to forgo hitting Poniard and go with good old Hidden Power Rock. Because that is pretty solid neutral coverage. So that's sort of the plan. Nasty Plot, Simi-Sage. Haven't really thought too much farther past this. I just had to throw something together and my throat already hurts. But Simi-Sage, it doesn't like Poniard. It doesn't like priority in general, and it's not a huge fan of special attackers. I could just slap on a Monferno right here, and if I slapped on a Monferno right here, I could just like call it a day. Easiest score of my life. You got the Stunfisk check. You got the Monferno. You know what? Let's just slap on not Monferno. Fuck Monferno. Let's slap on a I really should have thought past this part, but I'm thinking something good to pair with Simi-Sage is like fuck, man. Alright, let's go with Rapidash, because that's like an ice check. And that's like kind of all I thought into it. So Flare Blitz, Wild Charge, Morning Sun, Will-O-Wisp has been my favored set. To be honest, I could drop Will-O-Wisp. I think I'll leave it like this. Drill Run is probably more decent, or more decenter right around now, but I think that's good. We're already kind of water weak, and I don't want to compound that, so right now I want to just get on a solid check to the water types and the like. So I'm thinking Politoed might be a bit slow, and I don't need Lapras's breaking, which is kind of annoying, because once you start a team like this in PU, you're already like, okay, I don't want to deal with waters. I just don't want to deal with them. So I'm gonna go with a support Clefairy. Go with physically defensive support Clefairy. With Stealth Rock, Thunder Wave, Recover, Moonlight, Soft Boiled. Soft Boiled's the move. And Moonblast. Or, I mean, I could go Spadef. I'm not entirely sure which one's better right here. I find Physical takes on general physical waters better, though, which is what I'm weak to. So, saying that, I click the Spadef button. Let's fill that out and then throw 4 in speed. That alert is really annoying me. I do definitely want more Poniard support. Some kind of special defensive backup. Special defensive and takes on Poniard. That's not really a common thing that you see too much. So maybe I think what I can do is I can change that to a specially defensive thingamajigger. And I'm normally not a fan of just saying specially defensive, physically defensive. Boom, you're done. But I think in this case, this is really where I want to go with the team. I'm actually going to go with like a Metang. I know Dodman had a variant of Metang, which was like 130. I want to say it was like 136 adamant, and then like HP and defense. That's kind of what I want to say, but I don't exactly remember. So I'm gonna just leave it there and see. So if I already have rocks on Clefairy. I could go Calm Mind, but Calm Mind plus Spadef is awkward. Like, you normally want physically defensive Calm Mind. So I might just go the 4 attacks Metang, or even a 3 attacks Toxic. I actually like Toxic, so Toxic, Meteor Mash. I do want Bullet Punch, and Earthquake. Earthquake is gonna be more useful here, I think. I'm actually Roselia weak though. You know, let's just go 4 attacks, like max HP, max stack Metang, see how it goes. It's not really something I'd run, but it seems legit, I guess. I still have that like massive Poniard weakness though. I need some kind of absorber or supporter to take that on. It's not really the time for Gabite. Monferno. Definitely don't really need that here. I definitely don't really, kind of not so much. If you get what I'm saying. Could go Trapper Trapinch. Maybe. But you know what? I haven't tried. Furfrou's a mon that I have tried so many times to make it work. It's just one of those mons I really want it to do something. And it's always just been such a massive disappointment. I can't tell you how much Furfrou just always fails to drop below my expectations, and it's really quite depressing. But I'm gonna try it one more time. So we want the frustration, we want the U-turn for that pivot shit. I want a way to hit Poniard. Normally you'd be going with like filler move like Wild Charge or Sucker Punch and then T-Wave. I'm thinking an all-out attacking Furfrou, but I do want the last slot to hit Poniard. And it doesn't look like it gets any coverage other than HP fighting. Does it get Rock Smash? Gets Rock Smash. Rock Smash Furfrou sends dank as shit. So let's try swapping Audino over the Clefairy. The regen, I'm gonna go Wish, Protect. The moves that I prefer in Audino always change. We're gonna go with Double Edge, and we're going to go with. Let's go Encore. I like Encore Audino, and that way we can wish past the Furfrou, and I can go with Stealth Rock. The problem is I'm still Rose weak. I think I can drop Meteor Mash for Zen. See how that goes. The only problem is I am now just deadly fighting type weak. Like, two dudes that don't appreciate fightings. I want the really, really solid fighting support. Like, what's the most rock solid, fuck you Monferno, fuck you Machoke thing we have? Stunfisk is the most rock solid Monferno thing, that's for sure. Physically defensive Dusknoir is kind of stupid. I could go with like a semi-stall Dusclops type thing. That actually sounds kind of stupid. I don't want to do that. Frankly, physically defensive Clefairy really is the best, like, fuck you could possibly say to fightings. But I'd swap that for Audino. What is Metang doing on my team? It's being a normal resist. Alright, let's try Clefairy with the physically defensive variant. Like Moonblast, Calm Mind, Soft Boiled. Last slot again changes. I've tried Encore, T-Wave, fucking Stored Power. It's never, like, even Thunderwave has just never really drawn me, but since I don't want to spend too much time thinking about this, I will go with Thunderwave, and at this point this is where I go into Team Revisions Review. We have 4 very bulky mons that form up our defensive core. Furfrou can pivot though, and it's more offensive, which is why I think if I just replace Metang and Rapidash, if I replace Metang with some sort of better fighting check that's offensive, like an Arbok, Coil Arbok, Eviolite. Yes, I need an Eviolite Arbok. That's exactly what I need. I think Black Sludge is okay, but I would like Coil, Gunk Shot, Sucker Punch, and I think I'm gonna go Aqua Tail and try to hit those Golem and hit those Camerupt and hit those ground types without actually going for Shuckaberry. That will make me weaker to Stunfisk, but I have a Calm Mind, Clefairy, and Audino, so that's not a huge problem. I'll just go max attack, and then Rapidash could be something faster, could be something that takes on Golem a little better, like a faster-ish ground check. Ground. My team does not like ground. Huh. Problem is, Simisage is my fast mon, and it already stops ground, so then, that means Rapidash is just a much more awkward slot. I think I can do without the revenge killing, as long as I make this, a better electric checking slot. But I'm sort of out of ideas at this point. I think the team got away from me. I tried to go in one way, I tried to go another. I'm not thinking clearly, that's for certain. So I think the plan is to go more of a semi-stallish route. So I'm just gonna drop Simisage at this point. Go for that Machoke with yeah, I like Guts. I want to go full out attacker, break shit up, close combat, knock off, rest, spend. I have the Audina, rest, sleep talk. What is it? 28? No, it's 44, 24, 16. 20? Yeah, that sounds about right. I think that's the spread. Machoke has that weird spread that I don't quite remember. And then if I just swap Rapidash for Scarf Gabite has the electric immunity that I wouldn't mind something just a little more solid to take on electrics. Scarf Gabite has that immunity. Scarf Raichu has that immunity for that matter. I wouldn't mind a Scarf Raichu pivot, because at this point I'm breaking with Machoke. I've got Arbok as well, and that puts a lot of pressure on teams. I also have a Calm Mind Clefairy, but the problem is really, it's all over the place. It's all over breaking shit. I'm jumping from one thing to another thing, and I need to more clearly condense my thoughts. So at this point, I'm gonna cut away to when I realize what I have to do, I guess, because that's what you do when you're professional. You make fancy cuts. Totally reimagined the team. Don't really know where I went with it. I started out with Furfrou, and I just decided to go full special lure. Poniard? Golem? Ghosts? Fuck you. I have a Furfrou. Is this good? No clue. Probably not. Fuck off, I have a Furfrou. And then from there, the team went something like Machoke can break and be kind of annoying, and then Chatot actually literally benefits from everything Furfrou lures, and then I had no resist at all. So I threw on these guys. They're bulky, they're slow, but they provide the resist sign checks I needed. This is the Golem lure number 2. Golem lure. Oh shit, that's Colbra. I meant Shucka. This is the Shuckaberry Solid Rock camera because I had no Golem switching, so I threw Hidden Power Water Shucka. This is the Politoed that takes water type attacks, in case you didn't notice, and that's the Metang. That Camerupt is actually supposed to be Spadef, but I don't know if Spadef kills Golem. Oh, and before I do anything else, I want to advertise Putrid Path, which is basically an Elite Four type thing being run by Rawmelon, which I'm part of. So if you want to come and challenge us, not only will I be uploading games, but I'll have to take your challenge. So if you're one of the people who's like, I want to fight Zutsuber, then you can do that. And I have to take it. So yeah, it's like an Elite Four type challenge. That's basically all there is to it. But I did want to actually get off the damage calculator. Camerupt, PU Spadef, but if I change that to Hidden Power Water, Golem. Oh, that's weaker than Earth Power. And 0, okay, so I don't need HP Water in the slightest. There's my music. Like I told you, I just threw this together. I wasn't really thinking. I'll just throw in Yawn. And, I think, how come this? I can kind of check Golem. I have faster Polytoad, because Golem, okay. Rawmelon wants me to challenge him. So let's see exactly how well this team does. I'm not exactly sure where it's going to go, but, it doesn't, in theory, it doesn't seem like the worst thing I've created, which might speak more to my creative tendencies than the team itself. So he has Sand, which means I really need to preserve Metang, because Metang beats Sand. Metang is my best check to Mime. Metang is my best check to Arbok. I really wish I had Shuka right now. The Polytoad v Polytoad matchup is annoying as shit, because we basically have to both go to Polytoad. He has no normal resist, though, which means that Chadot says hi. Oh, but he's probably Soundproof Mime on that team, because he's way too Chadot weak, so definitely have to look out for that. I think I'm just going to lead Machoke to knock the Hippo. He actually leads Polytoad, and they always lead Hippo, so Rawmelon didn't lead Hippo. That's kind of just breaking a fundamental rule, but I can knock it off, get the chip, so that my own Polytoad does way better. And I am Guts, and that definitely shows right there. I'll try to rest. If he wants to Encore, that's okay. If he wants to predict my own Polytoad, that's also okay. But I would like to get a rest off before going to my own Polytoad. And that chip damage is really going to help. So he does Scald again. I'm going to be able to get back up to full. He almost certainly is Encore, so I'm going to go to my own Polytoad. This would be a good time to predict that, as he does try to Encore, so... Polytoad is inside. I have the HP Grass, which hits Seeking harder, so theoretically it's cool over HP Electric. Although it leaves me weaker to Swanna, I guess. I don't think he wants to stay in on this matchup, but I really don't want to double and lose. Okay, he is Focus Blast, which is gonna, get off some decent chip. I crit... Depending on his spread, so he seemed pretty offensive, but depending on his spread, that might have mattered, which kind of sucks. Because he could have gotten off a bit more chip on this, as he goes right to Stoutland. And I do expect a crunch, because I have Metang, and if I lose Polytoad, he lost his own water, so I'm not too concerned, but I could go Furfrou, to be honest. Yeah, let's go Furfrou. As he just frustrations and crits me for 90%, ouch. Okay. Oh well. There's nothing I can do about that. He is Life Orb, so he doesn't have to lock himself into crunch or anything. Unfortunately, I don't have any good neutral to hit him with. So, I mean, I guess I could toss out an HP Fighting, which is my strongest move. As he actually switches into Hippo. God damn it. He's definitely going for Stealth Rock, so I'm just gonna Surf. As that doesn't even 2-KO. Why is Furfrou so bad? that did actually like -0, which is gonna be a number someday. I can guarantee you. So I'm gonna U-turn. Yeah, he was either gonna recover, in which case I would have gone right to Polytoad or switch out, as he decides Mime is the switch. I could get at my own rocks with Camerupt and chip the Stoutland, or I could go right to Metang. I think Camerupt's appropriate. I could see him going to Stoutland once again just to fire off attacks, but I have Furfrou the Depth Fodder, so I don't really care. I have to assume he's Scarf here. It just makes sense. If he's Specs, I don't think he needs more wall breaking with Arbok, Stoutland, and the non-Scarf Monferno. He actually tricks directly away, which is a good play. Definitely caught me. And he gets lefties, which is annoying because I can't chip him for Chatot as well. So I think it's likely that he Focus Blasts to hit Metang, and I kind of need to preserve Metang. I wanted to save Furfrou for Death Fodder, but I just can't feasibly do that. As he actually goes right to Hippo, which is interesting because Sand ends, so that kind of sucks for him. I think I'll just Surf. I can't switch into rocks yet, so I don't have I at least need lefties. That chest alert is bothering me. See, this is why I shouldn't leave rooms open, but I don't like going when I'm either the only auth or one of the few auth. I feel that responsibility. He's kind of considering what he can switch into Furfrou. His Surf takes out the Hippo. Furfrou did something, boys. We good. It was all worth it. All the bad team building. Because I just got the kill with Surf Furfrou. Even though something more realistic like Choice Band probably would have killed. So I do expect a Mach here. But is Furfrou... My lack of sucker means Furfrou is worthless. I don't have to go to Camerupt or something. I could go Chatot, but that would just raise 50-50 issues with Boom Burst. So I think my better play is directly into Camerupt and clicking Earth Power. As long as he's not, Adamant Fist Plate something or other. This should... I expect a Mime sack. Or, no, Stoutland's better, because obviously he can't sack Mime. He needs that for Chatot. What am I saying? Regardless, Camerupt is my best Monferno check, but as long as I keep Metang healthy, it also checks Monferno just fine. And I still need it for the Coil Arbok. So I think I'm just going to Earth Powers. He does just Oko me with Frustration. Or nearly Oko. I technically wasn't at full. I can go Chatot. The problem is if I Boom Burst, he gets a free switch to Mime. That sucks. If I U-turn, he stays in. He gets a lot of damage on me. That sucks. Heat Wave lets him set up with Arbok or Monferno. I think my play is to U-turn. And if he stays in, I'll at least get the Life Orb chip, and I can sacrifice Politoed. Maybe... he did stay in, okay. So I don't want to sacrifice Politoed. I need Machoke, because I need 2 Life Orb hits out of him. Plus, resting means that I could theoretically be Arbok fodder, which I wouldn't want. So this game is coming down to the wire. The problem is that Soundproof, if he's not actually Soundproof, if he's Filter, and I've been rused the whole time, then fuck my life. But I do think he's Soundproof. Politoed can 1v1 his entire team at this point while not actually being needed for anything. So I think that's just the safest thing to switch into. I need to save Chatot until one of his things dies so I know what move to click. Because ideally, as long as Monferno isn't the first one to go down, I know, am I clicking Heat Wave, am I clicking Boom Burst, am I clicking HP Fighting? As he actually goes right to Arbok, which... Okay, I caught him. I got him good. Straight for the Encore. If he had gunked, I think I could live one, and then that's a risk-free Scald, because if he does stay... Because, like, if he switches expecting me to go to Metang, I get a kill, and, if he kills me, then I go to Meta and get a kill anyway. That's basically it. So he is going to leave Arbok in, but I'm going to win this exchange, I think. Yeah, because he's still encored. So that was huge. I think that really changed the game. Had he gunked, he definitely... Like, it would have come down to some 50-50s, I think. But at this point, his best hope is, like, Monferno crits Chatot with Bach, crits Metang with Flare Blitz, something like that. That really is his hope in this game. To be fair, my best play was to go right to Metang Preserve Politoed, not risk it being weakened, because that does give him the opportunity to crit me twice. Full health Politoed probably wouldn't die to... Well, no, it probably would die to a crit close combat, never mind. But he would have had to get 3 crits. So technically, that could have saved me some trouble, but I wasn't going to save Politoed at this point. I think this was a pretty interesting game. Furfrou showing off exactly how shitty it is, and then somehow getting a kill. Yeah, GG. I think you might be Scarf. Yeah, or maybe Violet. I don't know. Someone posted an RMT. I'll check that out. Okay. Yeah, that's. I don't even think Life Orb would have killed. So, that was the game versus Raw Melon. This is me voice cracking, and my throat really hurts because I still have a sore throat. So, hope you all enjoyed. If you want to steal a team, here it is for you. if you want to go take that. In fact, I'll leave the paste bin just so that you can go on and show everyone the power of Special Lure Furfrou. And I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.